Toy Story 5 is out now and I'm seeing how it compares to the others in my ranking and review series. If you haven't watched my videos on the previous films in the franchise, check those out and let me know if you agree with some of the scores I gave them. Oh, and this video will contain minor spoilers. I'll be honest, when I first heard that this film was coming out, I groaned. As much as I have enjoyed every film in this franchise, I do still think it should have ended with the third one. However, when I learnt what the plot was about, I was immediately intrigued. And the plot delivered on it. How do toys survive in a world where kids are glued to technology and hardly play with toys? The film starts with Bonnie feeling sad because she is unable to make friends, mostly due to all the children her age being glued to their devices. To help with this, her parents buy her a lily pad, a tablet that literally and metaphorically takes over her entire life. Now, as the leader of the toys, Jessie makes it her mission to help Bonnie find a friend. This leads to her getting lost and accidentally dropped off to her old owner Emily's house, now inhabited by a new owner. Meanwhile, Buzz spends most of the movie trying to build up the courage to propose to Jessie. Now, Buzz has always liked Jessie. There was the boner joke in number 2, and the whole Spanish Buzz stuff in number 3, so this didn't come out of nowhere. But at the same time, it would have been nice to see some sort of proper development at this point in the series. Now, at this point you may be wondering, what's Woody's role in this? Well, unfortunately, he doesn't really do much in this film. He's just mostly there to argue with Buzz about who Jessie's deputy is. Now, I get Woody's character arc was wrapped up in the last movie, but outside of a few jokes about him being old, he's kind of irrelevant. Plot of this entire movie, I'd give it a 3.5.
Toys are for play, but tech is for everything.
I like Lilypad as a character and what she represents. However, it did feel like they just copy and pasted Anxiety's character arc from Inside Out 2. Like, walk with me here. Both characters are shown as new unstoppable forces coming into a young girl's life and rearranging the status quo. They both subtly encourage said girl to change her personality in order to fit in and make new friends. However, when the main girl gets unhappy because they're changing who they are, this causes Lilypad and Anxiety to feel bad and give up. The original characters then see that the villain can actually be useful in certain aspects of the main girl's life and they work together to turn things around. That being said, I did like the fact that they didn't make it one-dimensional and completely demonize technology, instead showing how it can be useful when used correctly. So I'm giving her villain score a 3.5. Being honest, one main storyline that I could have done without was the new tech Buzz scenes, especially at the start of the film because they felt so disconnected to the plot. As much as they do tie in at the end, it takes way too long to justify their role in the movies. The best way I could describe it is a cross between the scratch scenes from Ice Age mixed in with those Family Guy cutaway gags that go on for way too long and it just becomes obvious that it's there to extend the runtime. That being said, I enjoyed the rest of it. It's the most I've sympathized with Bonnie since her introduction, and I did find it really sweet when she found a friend. Like somehow I was really rooting for her. And I would be lying if I said I didn't feel any kind of emotion when Jessie learned that her old owner Emily named her daughter after her. Like, damn Pixar, stop reminding me that I have emotions. Rewatchability 4.
It's good to see them fighting again.
As the film just came out, I can't do my usual category of influence and legacy, so instead I'm calling this category impact. So what's its impact on me after the first watch? Now, Toy Story is a franchise that's always stood out because it felt like the animation was so groundbreaking, and being honest, this didn't. Like I talked in my last video about some of the lighting shots in Toy Story 4 that I thought were amazing, but this film didn't really have much of that. The main difference in animation was the changes during the playtime scenes. It was new for this franchise, and the blend between 2D and 3D animation was actually really good. It will be interesting to see if it was able to impact the entire genre. That being said, I think the message of this film regarding how tech should be used and the importance of a child's imagination is extremely useful in today's society, and Jessie's arc really does expand her character. This is a category where the score could change in the future, but for now I'm giving Impact a 3.5. And with that, my final Toy Story ranking comes to an end with this film's final score as a 3.625. If you like this video, please leave a like and comment which Toy Story movie was your favorite.
Our time ain't over yet.
We're gonna need backup.